Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review. Today we're checking out another one's PPS-43 by another one, aka Retro Paladin. This is going to add in a brand new vintage submachine gun, and this thing is really cool and definitely fits the style of Fallout, which I know is something that everybody appreciates. This is going to be a complete weapon package with a whole bunch of custom attachments at the weapons workbench, of course some custom animations, a brand new beautiful model and texture, as well as some really cool additions like scripted level list injection, so you will be able to find this weapon out in the world on vendors, boss chests, and the occasional gunner, as well as some support for the ammo counter framework, another mod by another one, which is pretty cool. So that's going to add support for you to add ammo counters to the side of your weapon, allowing you to see how many bullets are in your magazine, even if you have your HUD disabled. And there's really not much more to say about it than that, so let's go ahead and check this thing out in game so you can get an idea of what its stats will look like when you first pick it up. So here we are with the PPS-43. This thing has a base damage of 18 in semi-automatic, uses 38 caliber rounds, has a fire rate of 66, again in semi-auto, a range of 119, an accuracy of 70, a weight of 8.2 pounds, and a value of 105 caps. Now, while it comes default in semi-automatic, you can obviously make this thing fully automatic at a weapons workbench. Now, these stats do seem a bit low, but keep in mind it's using 38 caliber ammo, and this is actually something you can find really early at level 1. I know that I said that this thing is added to the leveled list, but there's also a static spawn. If you head over to Concord and head to the Walden Drugstore Ruins and go right through the front door, you will find the PPS-43 just laying on the ground in its most basic version. So like I said, you can get this very early on. Before we move on to modifications, let's go ahead and check out the custom animations in this mod, as well as all of the custom sounds that are added. Starting with the equipping animation. Here we have the semi-automatic PPS-43. Let's go ahead and fire it for a little bit. And of course, you're also going to get a custom melee and custom sprinting. But there's more than that. Let's check out this thing in fully automatic so you can really see it perform, as well as that ammo counter so you can see that in action too. I gotta say, I really like the iron sights on this thing. Now, additionally, we have a suppressed barrel that you can add on at the weapons workbench. Let's listen to that too, and get a look at one of the really cool included scopes in this pack. Now, as usual, let's check this thing out in the weapons workbench to see what kind of modifications are offered in this mod, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Starting off, we have receivers. We have your standard allotment of receivers you'd expect from a vanilla weapon, including various damage types for semi-auto as well as full auto, with the highest damage for automatic being 20 with the powerful automatic receiver, and the highest damage for semi-auto being 27 with the powerful receiver. For barrels, we have the standard barrel, the integrally suppressed barrel, the short extended barrel, the snub extended barrel, and the standard extended barrel. For stocks, we have the short stock, folded stock, the skeleton stock, steel stock, and the wood stock. Now, really quick, if we actually add on a barrel with the extension, we do have access to some muzzle devices later, so just want to keep that in mind. You don't get those with the regular barrels. For magazines, we have the 20, 35, and 50 round mags. For sights, we have the standard iron sights, the ACOG sight, the Aimpoint T1, the Cobra, the NIDAR sight, the OKP7, the PSO1, the Barska, the Seymour, Delta Point, EOTech 552, the EXPS3, the Sig Sauer Romeo 3, the Spectre DR, the SRS-02, and the Ultra Shot. We do have the option to add on glow sights, which is going to give you a nice little set of red glow sights. We have the option for all of those ammo counters. Now this is an optional file. This doesn't come with the base version of the mod, so you will have to get the ammo counter support, but you get all of the different ammo counters included with that framework. And then we have the damage modifiers from 0 all the way up to 90%. And this is one of the few weapons that I think actually needs it, as it does shoot pretty weak. Now, like I said earlier, if you throw on one of those extended barrels, we can add some different muzzle brakes. So you have the option for no muzzle with that, the CQB compensator, the DTK1 muzzle brake and the DTK2 muzzle brake, the heavy B muzzle brake, the KDT muzzle brake, the KX3, the lawn comp compensator, the SIL 9 silencer, and the subtac suppressor, which looks pretty nice on the end of this thing. Alright, and then of course, no weapon mod review on this channel is complete until we do our damage tests, and today we're running quite a few. We're going to start off with the standard semi-auto version of this weapon, and then we're going to move on to a fully upgraded one with the maximum damage receiver and the maximum damage on the damage upgrade. Then we're going to try out a fully automatic version of this weapon using base stats, and then a fully automatic version with, again, upgraded receiver and upgraded damage stats. One small disclaimer before we get started, I gave all of these the 50 round extended mag, as I feel like we're going to need to reload quite a bit otherwise. Let's get started with the semi-automatic with the weakest receiver and see how it does against our standard Deathclaw. We do actually have to reload. Pretty funny. And a couple more shots should do it. So there you go. About 55-ish shots. So this thing is pretty weak, but again, this is with no attachments and it's using 38s. Let's see how we do when we are fully upgraded in semi-automatic. Alright, much better. Put that Deathclaw down in about 29 shots. You may be able to do it in less if you're a bit more accurate than me and hit its weak spot every time. With that, let's see how we do with the fully automatic version. Alright, I got a little bit overzealous there, but somewhere around 40 shots to put this thing down. And then finally, fully upgraded and fully automatic. Let's see how it does. This one should perform, I think, the best. Definitely putting that Deathclaw down in about 27 shots. Pretty good stuff. So yeah, guys, that is the PPS-43 by Retro Paladin. Another amazing piece as usual for Retro Paladin. This is some super cool stuff. Definitely a nice little retro weapon to throw into your arsenal and fits in just about every load order. It's a pretty lore-friendly weapon as it is, but it does have some modern attachments if you like that kind of thing for your modern tactical load order as well. So it has a nice mix of both. Either way, this is a great weapon and definitely one that I'd recommend checking out. If you want to try it for yourself, it will be linked down in the description below. And thanks so much for watching. As usual, I want to make a big shout out to all of my patrons who make videos like this possible. You guys are awesome and your continued support is amazing. If you want to consider checking out the Patreon yourself, you will get exclusive access to Discord roles, as well as sneak peeks for my future mods, and even early access to my mods before they release to the public. So check it out if you want to. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace!